56%. 56% is the completion rate combined of all the games that Deshaun Watson has played since he's been with the Cleveland Browns. Right now, he has 8 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He has played a total of 7 games. And I'm starting to ask and question for myself as a Cleveland Browns fan if this motherfucker is trash and if he's garbage. I already know what y'all gonna say. Y'all like, oh, Jimmy talking about he a Cleveland Browns fan, but he got on Dallas Cowboys shirt. Yeah, I know. This is our own design that we made here at YFM Sports, and it's available at yfmsports.com. Check it out. It really helps us support the team. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. YFM Sports. As a Cleveland Browns fan, we've never really had a quarterback that we can say, oh, he's top 5, top 10. I don't have to really go through the list. I remember when a couple years ago, they had this guy had a jersey that had all the starting quarterbacks. I mean, I'm talking about Kaiser, Couch, all of these dudes, Garcia. We had a lot of guys that started for the Cleveland Browns. And Deshaun Watson, outside of Baker Mayfield, is the first quarterback that we can really say is like top 15. And people believe that Baker Mayfield is a complete bust. I know he's been on a bunch of teams in the past couple of years. I can't really argue that Baker Mayfield is a bust or not. The problem is that now we gave Deshaun Watson $250 million. Contract is actually starting to go down in terms of, who's the highest paid in the league. But we paid him as if he was the best player in the league. One of the best players in the league. That's how we paid him. We paid him in the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allen, right? The Joe Burrow, the Herberts. We paid him in that lane. And like I said, I don't have a problem with the contract. I have a problem with the producing and the production that this dude is giving us. Look, Quincy Carter is who I follow on the Cleveland Browns. I'm putting his information in the description. He's on YouTube. Please follow this dude. He is the voice of the Cleveland Browns for me personally. He always talks about how the media is just hyperbolic. Right? We don't talk about, oh, Joe Burrow, he ain't worth that contract after he only throwing 86 yards last week. I don't think that contract fits him either. It's really hard. But, we don't talk about, people always bring up Deshaun Watson not playing great, but also the weather. That's what Quincy Carter talks about. He has not played in good weather. Straight up. Understand that. Also, the fact that he was out of football for basically 2 years. That's another thing that you can look at and say, damn. How was he supposed to have, good games? Well, last week, he played like shit. Yes, the weather was bad. Joe Burrow played like shit. Yes, the weather is bad. But Deshaun Watson, he had a whole offseason now. He played 6 games last year. I'm done with the excuses. I'm done. Next week's game, if he doesn't show up and he is not putting up at least, let's say 72% completion percentage. If he's not putting that up, then we have a serious fucking problem. We have an issue with Cleveland because he's like middle of the pack. Not even middle of the pack, is below average, man. I noticed by watching the game is that it doesn't seem like Amari Cooper and him have a great connection. He has a good connection with Moore. But maybe the Cleveland Browns wide receiver core is not what we thought or think it is. Maybe Cooper did get, shipped out of Dallas for a particular reason. Maybe he's just not that good, even though I think he is. Maybe Moore is just, more of a third, option, fourth option on the wide receiver core, not a second. Maybe DPJ isn't that great. Maybe Njoku is not awesome. Maybe the offensive line is really fucked up. You see how many excuses I'm making? Before I mention the quarterback, look, I don't give a fuck about the money. It's a lot, but I don't care because that's the market, right? You're going to pay that amount for top 10 type dudes. What I care about is getting any semblance of production like he has had previously. Can I get his rookie year production? Maybe the year after. I don't need 2020 when he was almost a fucking MVP. I just need him to be average at best. I'm trying to tell you, they're going to start talking about Kevin Stefanski if this fucking quarterback doesn't play better. And we're going to need him. We can't keep relying on Myles Garrett and now Smith and all of these people we've added. This is the best Browns organization, top to bottom, that we've ever had. Ever. Deshaun Watson is the key to everybody keeping their job. It's the key to success, and he is playing like dog shit. I'm not giving this motherfucker a pass, period. That was it. Unless it's a motherfucking monsoon next week. That's it. He's not getting no more passes. The Browns don't have to win. He just has to fucking complete 62%. Come on, man. Stop throwing fucking interceptions every week. 2 touchdowns, 200 yards, 62%. I'll shut the fuck up. But he's getting into that point where he's starting to look like one of the worst signings ever. He's starting to look like, goddamn, we should have just fucking kept Baker and offered him like a, you know what I mean, a $25 million contract a year. We could have really built the fucking team. I'm sorry I'm cursing. I'm sorry I'm upset, but this is some fucking bullshit. For real, man. As a Cleveland Browns fan, I did not expect for this dude to be good last year. But shit, it's starting to become a pattern. And I can't look at you and be like, oh, this motherfucker's close to almost playing half a season worth of football and being like, oh, well, there's all these circumstances. Like I said, I know Cleveland Browns fans probably gonna get pissed. It is what it is. But you gonna tell me in the back of your mind you ain't looking at this motherfucker when he playing and being like, yo, you should be better? Y'all crazy. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. In the comments below, let me know if I'm being a dickhead or if I'm just, being a passionate fan and really am addressing some concerns, because I am flat out fucking worried, and he better show up soon or our team is going to probably make it to the playoffs because the defense is amazing. We got a good running game, but we ain't going to make it past that because you got to have competent quarterback play, and this 56% shit is whack. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. YFM Sports, I'm pissed. Be blessed.